Welcome, Sticks and Stacks drummer, to the end of your first 10 lessons. I hope you've been enjoying these lessons. I wanted to use this last lesson as kind of a review to talk about a lot of the things we've talked about and to address maybe some questions that have come up during these first 10 lessons. First things first, why do we play drums? For me, for you, for right now, I say fun is most important. There's a lot of benefits we can get from playing music throughout life. But when it starts off, I say fun is most important. So hopefully you're having fun with these lessons. If you find something in particular in a lesson that you really enjoy, feel free to stop playing along with the videos and just have fun with that. If you're having fun, that's the most important thing. Okay, let's talk a little bit about drum setup. You may have been thinking over these first 10 videos, wow, Gil's drum set is so big, I want a giant drum set. It's okay to want a giant drum set. It'll happen over time. A lot of you probably have something much smaller. I started on something much smaller. But so long as you have some of the basics, you're going to be okay. You need a bass drum or kick drum. Okay? You need a snare drum and some sort of instrument to play with the right hand. It could be a cymbal here, a hi-hat cymbal, a ride cymbal. Any sort of cymbal will do. Okay? Those are the basics. Just to talk about the other drums real fast, these are called toms or tom-toms, or sometimes mounted toms or rack toms, and these are called floor toms. I have 5 toms, and then I have a gong drum, which is like a bass drum that you play with your stick. I have a couple extra snare drums. I have some electronic drums. These are crash cymbals, splash cymbals, and China cymbals, and then we have a little ice bell up here. Okay, lots of fun stuff to hit. If your drum set is different than mine, totally fine. Have fun, play along with what you got, and then you can start to bug mom or dad or whoever for a used drum set in time. Okay. Moving on. I want to talk about how to play along to these videos. Ideally, you put on headphones and you just play along. You do your best. So as soon as I start playing, maybe it's repeat after me. If I'm playing a beat, though, you just come in right away. So if I start to do this, then at home, you just try and hop on board. And if you're having trouble, then we try and hop back on. Or maybe we're having a lot of trouble, so we'd say, I'm just going to do one hand. And it's fine if you're doing something not exactly like what I'm doing on the video. That's perfect. You can do it at your own speed. You say, I just want to try these two. Or say, I'm having trouble with this. So I'm going to leave my right hand out. However you want to do it is perfect. Okay, moving on. I want to talk about a little bit about what we're going to get into in the next group of 10 lessons, which is going to be really fun. First off, we're going to do a lot more beats. Second off, we're going to start to talk about fills. I'm sure a lot of you guys and girls out there are saying, I want to play cool drum fills. I've seen you do some drum fills. That seems like the fun part when we get to play on the toms. We're going to talk all about that. We're going to talk a little bit about bass drum technique. I'd actually like to talk about that right now real fast. And also introducing the kick cam. We're going to be having a extra camera just to watch my bass drum. So hopefully if you're having trouble telling exactly what the bass drum's doing during the videos, you're going to get to watch on some sweet picture-in-picture action. Awesome. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about bass drum technique before we move on. Basically, your leg should be pretty much a 90-degree angle. It can be a little more, a little less, depending on what's comfortable. And we lift our leg, and we push it down. It's okay if you want to leave your heel down. I like to kind of pick up my whole leg like I'm lifting it from a string, and then drop it. So it's real relaxed, and I get a nice big sound. I like to push the beater into the bass drum head. Some people like to let it bounce off. Totally up to you. Okay. That's it. I want to go over a quick review of the beats. We're just going to play for a minute. Feel free to play along, and then please enjoy the next 10 lessons. All right, here we go. 1, 2, Ready, here we go. Uh-huh. Excellent. This was our first beat we did. Let's try the same thing, but let's move to eighth notes. Remember this one? Awesome. We'll try it on the ride. If you have a ride. If not, you could try it on the rim of the snare, which is a pretty cool technique. Cool. In a minute, let's try 16th notes, and we're going to use both hands, and we're going to move them to the hi-hat. 1, 2, ready, here we go. Oh, and I'm doing that second beat. Cool. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Awesome. Cool, let's try one last beat. We're gonna try a 16th note beat, but we're gonna go a little bit slower and we're gonna do it with one hand. 1 E and a 2 E and a ready, here we go. So our right hand has to do a lot of work on these. We try and keep it real relaxed. And we make sure that even though we're playing all those notes with the right hand, the most important part is and then we play with the right hand. Awesome job. Keep up the great work. See you next time. Please enjoy the next 10 lessons.